Hello friends, thanks for joining me. In this time-lapse painting, I am showing you how to paint a flamingo in oil paint by layering and glazing colors. This is my reference photo. I had seen this photograph on the internet and I was impressed. A mother was trying to save her baby from rain with the help of her wings. This capture touched me very much and that motivated me to give it a shape of painting. I will share step-by-step process of this painting. So let's start to do. I always start an oil painting by blocking, and there is one main reason behind it. This actually ensures that the white surface that I am painting on is completely covered. Here I am working with yellow ochre and cobalt blue. You can use any basic color to cover the full canvas. I stain the canvas with a thin wash of paint plus solvent. The size of this painting is 30 by 40 cm. Here I am working with synthetic brushes. A range of small to large paint brushes designed for oil painting, but I suggest hog hair and decent synthetic brushes are great for oil painting. With your color palette, I suggest you use as few colors as possible. This will force you to learn how to mix your colors. In relation to the different brands of oil paint, I have had no issues with any of the top brands like Winsor & Newton, Gamblin, etc. etc. Just make sure you purchase artist quality over student quality if possible. There is a notable difference. In oil painting, there are some rules which you should follow to avoid your paint cracking. I always start a painting with thin paint which has been mixed with some solvent. Then I start using paint straight from the tube and take advantage of the paint texture. Painting is painting. What is the difference? Why use oil painting and not any other medium? Usually acrylic and water are great, but why I choose oil? To be fair, oil painting dries slowly, naturally glossy. Finally, oil is extremely pleasant media to handle. Whatever you paint, whatever you want, you paint many layers. Most people think oil painting is complicated from any other medium. But to me, this is not true. Have patience, don't be hard on yourself, and have fun. And keep practicing. In this part, I have mixed yellow ochre and white to get this color. Here I want to tell you one more thing. Oil paint doesn't have a fixed drying time. In general, it dries slower than the other mediums. However, the actual drying time varies depending on the surrounding environment, the local temperature, light, wind, the brand of paint, the quality of the pigment, etc. etc. Many other factors which may influence the drying time of oil paint, but these are the main ones. For your information, I will tell you some colors which is dry very fast and dry very slow. So first drying colors are burnt umber, cobalt blue, burnt sienna, and slow drying colors are black, sap green, crimson and most other reds, and cadmium yellow. Have you ever noticed many artists using burnt umber color in their first layer for oil painting? Yes, because this color dries very fast. But in this painting, I am not using that color. Here I am going to use black color for the shadow. With this black, I have added little burnt sienna. This makes a deep, coal black that I like better than ivory black in most cases. Many painters prefer to mix their own blacks rather than using black pigments such as ivory black. Grab your paints and just start mixing and matching colors. The more familiar you are with them, the better off you will be. I'm adding few black lines for the reflection. Here I am working with my second layer. I'm using the same process with cobalt blue and white for another coat. This is my fourth tail. You can see it is dried out everywhere. Don't laugh, okay? There are some white colors in my hand. These colors came while doing another painting 1 hour back. And this is my third layer. I have mixed yellow ochre and white titanium for the body part of the flamingo. From here onward, I am using very less oil for colors, and I am blending this part very lightly. Now, please keep in mind there are many different grips that an artist can use to hold the paintbrush while painting. To get the most fluidity and sensitivity with your strokes, hold the brush handle as far back as you can.
colors so I can create a smooth blend.
As this area is all in shadow, it doesn't require much detail and I can use very loose brushwork. I mixed just burnt sienna, yellow ochre and little white. One thing to keep in mind, oil painting mostly looks good from third layer onwards, where we can do color blending nicely. Here I am again added very light color for the feathers. I just adding some finishing touches in the bird and more details in the water. As this area is all in shadow, it doesn't require much detail and I can use very loose brushwork. The dark color is just a mix of burnt sienna, yellow ochre and some white. For the blues in the painting, I mainly use cobalt blue rather than ultramarine blue. Cobalt blue tends to be slightly cooler than ultramarine blue, which is more suitable for this painting. For water, I use the same type of blue as the sky, but just a value darker. As a general rule for painting accurate reflection, you should paint light color slightly darker and dark color slightly lighter in the reflection. Thank you so much for watching. I am wishing a beautiful and inspiring day and I am look forward to seeing you in my next video. Till then, bye.